William Smith here with Patriot Containers, Monday, May 11th. Where do I start? Number one, I have 13 years of sales experience in the cargo container industry. I used to work for bad companies 13 years ago. And once I figured out how bad these companies were, it affected my sales. I walked out and I was about to work for a third company and I said, don't do it. Go do this on your own and go do it right. The reason I make these videos is because I'm watching this industry that I have a business in just get worse and worse and worse and worse with multi-level marketing companies that say no matter what it takes to make a sale, once you're into their sale process, you're stuck and you can't get out. And so it doesn't matter with what you've been told to take your money. Because once you're in their system, you can't get out unless you lose money. And that's the problem with this industry is you have so many companies now not telling you guys the truth about number one, their business, and number two, the containers, number three, the delivery dates. And these companies are getting away with it in this industry that's not regulated, and it needs to be regulated, to be honest. Somebody needs to address these companies, and that's what I'm doing. And I'm doing it to protect people that are buying from companies that don't have their best interest in mind. It comes down to greed, honestly. So anyways, this business is Container One. They've been around for 17 years, longer than I've been around. I don't know. I wasn't around 17 years ago, so I don't know if this company was ever a good company. I can just read with what they're doing now. So, multi-level marketing companies, lifetime warranties, whatever type of warranty they say. I think this company says 25-year, 10-year, 5-year. Cancellation fees. The list goes on and on and on and on about stuff. You have got to be a blind person not to see this company's complaints. Literally, they are everywhere. I just got done reading their terms and conditions, and I actually have all the terms and conditions printed. All these companies are the same. They're not disclosing the full truth to you guys to take your money and to do with what is best for you as a customer. Now, let's say you placed an order with me and it took me over 30 days to get you a container on your property. That is pathetic, and I would be ashamed of myself. There's zero reason to take that long to get a container delivered. I would be upset if it took over 14 days. And I'm not talking about business days. I'm talking about 14 days. So this company, Container One, I believe the owner is Glenn Taylor. This company gets so many complaints that I don't know how they're in business. And that's true. I've never seen somebody, and trust me, everything I'm talking about is online. You guys got to read their terms and conditions because it counterbalances everything that they're saying. This company is known to take 4 to 5 months and then still not deliver your container. I don't understand how there's any excuse for that to happen. At that point, the company has failed and there is no excuse. I have to assume that they don't have a driver or containers. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me. So if you place an order with this company and they take 4 to 5 months and they still haven't delivered you a container, they have a cancellation fee and it's $500. There is no excuse to take that long. I can understand 30 days for these Pinocchio rookie companies. And by the way, these companies, when you look into them, it's so amazing with social media and marketing how these companies can make it look like there's such a big success. And they're brokers. They don't own their own drivers. They don't own their own containers. They buy from shipping lines just like I do. So this company has so many complaints that I don't understand how somebody can actually. I guess if you don't look into them, you won't see it. If you call them and you place an order right away, yes, I can understand why you missed it. But if you were hesitant and said, hey, you know what, I have to investigate your company, you're going to see everywhere 1-star rating on Yelp and complaints everywhere. This company doesn't even try to hide it like Used Connex and USA Containers. This company, it's just the complaints are there. This guy gets so many complaints, I'm amazed. But yeah, cancellation fees. All these companies that say they have a warranty, they always say, we have an ISO certified repair patch kit if you ever find a hole at a later date. The fact is, these companies do deliver you guys containers with holes. Because it doesn't matter. If you cancel, you're going to get a restock or a cancellation fee, a restocking fee. If they never deliver, they're still going to charge you a cancellation fee. So again, I'm going to make a statement that I don't know if it's true. So, but if you take 4 to 5 months and you still haven't delivered, what's the problem? Do you not have drivers? Because if you don't have drivers, you shouldn't have taken the order. If you don't have containers or money to buy your containers, you shouldn't have taken the order. So if your intention is to take an order and just wait till somebody charges or till you charge a cancellation fee, you are officially scamming your customers. That's the truth. I don't know if that's the truth on the intention of the company, but you should never take longer than 30 days to deliver a container. This company also says they have an economy grade. There is no such thing as an economy grade. It doesn't exist. Shipping lines don't sell us containers called economy grade. So let me tell you where the deceiving part is coming from. Here's the real terminology that the shipping lines sell to us companies. New one trip, IICL, cargo worthy, wind and watertight, as is, and damaged. That's it. There's no other terminology to call it. Some shipping lines only sell certain ones, like they might sell new, or they might sell wind and watertight. They might sell damaged. It's a good company buys from a shipping line that inspects their containers properly. I know exactly where these containers are being, what shipping line these containers are coming from. So if it's new, IICL, cargo worthy, wind and watertight, as is, and then damaged, where's economy on that? I'll tell you where it is. This company on their website sells new, cargo worthy, wind and watertight, economy. Well, guess what that means? They're selling you economy, but they're purchasing you damaged or as is. But they're not disclosing with what that really is. I've already read their terms and conditions. There is no warranties on these economy containers. The problem with this industry now is you guys as customers are talking to sales reps that are being paid a commission. They're not on your side. They're on the company side. They're on their paycheck side. So do whatever it takes, by all means necessary. Take the order. Because no matter what happens, we're still going to get paid. You're going to get paid. And it doesn't matter. All these multi-level marketing companies are saying to you guys that the only way to buy a good container is buying new. That is true. But there is other containers to sell you. But most of these companies are in the business of selling cheap containers, but not being honest about it. and then closing sales. And if they take 4 to 5 months to deliver a container, I don't know if they have drivers. I just don't. I've talked to many drivers across the United States about these types of companies, and they all hate these types of companies. Some of these companies actually owe the drivers money because they hire them to do jobs and then they don't pay them. So yeah, all these companies. I just got done watching a YouTube video on this company, and they make it sound like, oh, we have 200 vendors across the United States and blah blah blah. They're a broker. All these companies are brokers. I'm a broker. I'm a broker. I don't want to use my videos to as sales pitches. There is no call William, all this bullshit. My videos are to help the end user spot warning signs of companies that don't have their best interest in mind. And these types of companies, and I want to state something that I do not know a fact of. This company's been around for 17 years. 17 years ago, I don't know if this company was good. But I believe whoever is running this person's company probably should be fired, and you should hire somebody to clean it up. And it's just sad with what this industry has turned into. That's another point of my videos. I have a business in this industry. The stuff these companies say to you guys, it corrupts your brain to where you can talk to an honest human being that wants to really help you, and you want to hear all the lies that these companies are telling you. That's why I have every right to make these videos. Every company that has a warranty, you're going to get a boat patch in the mail, and it's not ISO certified standard. It's not standard industry standards, whatever the hell they say about it. It's not. It's something that these companies have come up with to say we have a warranty. Well, sorry, we delivered you a container with holes. Here's your boat patch. Doors aren't covered, by the way. Oh, you don't want the container? We're going to keep your delivery money, a restocking fee, and a cancellation fee. Oh, sorry, we took 4 months and we still haven't delivered you a container. You want to cancel? Here's your $500 cancellation fee. So my point being with a lot of these companies is typically my profit on every container that I sell is like $400 to $500. Well, their cancellation fee is that is the same amount. So to me, there's like no incentive for them to do the job right. There's not. They can just hold your money and wait for you to cancel. They don't even need to do anything. There's a lot of things wrong in this industry, and these companies are doing it to you guys, and they're destroying this industry. I don't know how people give this company sales, to be honest, because you literally have to be a blind person not to see how many complaints this company has. And once again, Container One, USA Containers, use Connex. All you have to do is go on Google and type in on AI mode, worst cargo container companies to buy from, BBB. Used Connex, USA Containers, Container One, and some other Pinocchio rookie idiots. If that's not satisfying for you enough, do this. On Google, click on AI mode. Cargo container companies with the most complaints. Press enter. There you go. So yeah, this guy, there's still another company that's been around for 5 years, and they have the most complaints I've ever seen in my life. In 5 years. That means they're a bad company. This guy gets complaints constantly. And majority of this complaints on this company are we ordered a container and it never arrived, and it's like 4 or 5 months later. And they charge us a fee. If you can't deliver a container in that amount of time, I don't know what is going on. There's got to be, I don't know. If you don't own your own drivers, maybe they don't have drivers. I don't know. I don't want to make that a fact, but I don't know why it takes you 4 to 5 months to not deliver a container. That's crazy and unacceptable. There is no excuse. You should just say, sorry, I'm an idiot. So anyways, guys, that's it. Beware. Trying to do something about this industry and expose these types of companies and help people not get ripped off by these types of companies. Sad. It's sad. It's sad that this industry that I own a business in has come to this point. It's disgusting. Anyways, guys, have a great day. Goodbye.